What's up, guys? Zeenigami here. Let's go through 30 Stamina World Pirates Fortnite Island. These characters are from the 3-day, 2-year arc in the anime version, so you did not read the anime. You may not know who these characters are. I personally have no idea who most of these characters are because I didn't watch the anime. I read the manga for One Piece. We are going to be using a Dex team. Not much reason, but what we will be using with our Dex team is Kyros. Kyros, who is by far the wrong team. Kyros, who is by far the superhero of this island, because the condition for this island is that you have to use a team of combined cost of lower than 180. That includes your friend captain. So, friend captain and your entire team crew cost has to be less than 180. But the reason Kyros is so cool is that he boosts all characters that cost less than 30 by 2.5 times. There's no other restriction besides less than 30 costs. Basically a more easily to use Sengoku. And on the very first stage, Hancock shows up and she boosts your attack of any character that's below 30 cost by 50%. So basically, if you're using a double Kyros team, not only do you have 2.5 times attack, but your entire team gets boosted by 50%. It's just straight up 50% attack boost. What is not to like? So we're gonna be using a Dex team. No reason to it. Just happens to be a team on my list of to do, and it works well with Kyros. So let's just do that one. Golden Pound Usopp is going to be very nice for the final boss, because the final boss does some really annoying things like giving you bother orbs and putting up a very, very large defense boost, but he only does that when he attacks. So if you use anything like Golden Pound Usopp, you use anyone who delays like Halloween Zoro or anything like that, he will not do those nasty things and you can kill him much easier, especially since he does that really large defense boost is quite annoying to get past. Slows your damage down a lot. Besides that, it's just use characters with low-ish costs. Try to, if you have the option, always try to aim for a character that's less than 30 costs, because like I said, they all have their attacks boosted by 50%. But also remember that since you have the attack boost already, you can't use attack boosts like Enel's attack boost. That is useless. You can't use Alkaji attack boost. You can't use anything that would normally boost your attack. You can still use, however, conditional attack boosts. Like, for example, you can use Perona's. No, not Perona. You can use Sadie's attack boost with Perona. Sadie's attack boost, boosting your attack as long as you're attacking someone with their reduced defense, and Perona reducing their defense. So attack boosts like those, conditional attack boosts, work just fine. You can use orb boosts. You can use characters like Monet, who's another conditional attack boost, but against delayed characters. But you can't use your regular attack boost. So no Enel, no Double Finger, even though I have her. I'll just bring her because she's a pretty standard character you'll get on a green team. That I'm too lazy to just change up my standard green team. Also, Smoker, very, very nice. The first mini boss we'll get is gonna be on stage 6, and that is going to be what is his name? His name is Sebastian. Is our first mini boss on stage 6. He's gonna be blue, and he's going to preemptively reduce the attack of our fighters by 50%. I have no fighters, so there is no worry. The secret stage for this island is Hancock. She is a strength character. She'll show up and she will give your entire team matching orbs and give your entire team and lock your entire team's orbs for 1 turn and give you a 2.5 times chain. So your very first attack, just like Raid Boss Hancock, makes your chain set to 2.5 times, so that is a nice little boost. Then after that we have, this one is Knighton. Knighton has just under 300,000 hit points, will attack for 3,300 hit points every turn. Below 50%, she will blind your team for 3 turns, but she will not do that blind until she attacks. So if you have her delayed, or if she has a 2-turn cooldown like she does right now, then you don't have to worry about that blind. But if she does have a 1-turn cooldown when you meet her, trying to attack her, leave her above 50% health, and then finish her off on the 2nd turn, so you don't have to deal with a blind. It's always just annoying to have to deal with blinds. It is, however, only 3 turns, so it's not that bad to deal with. Our boss is going to be Gyram. Gyram has a 3-turn, 2-hit perfect barrier. We can use Golden Pound Usopp right off the bat and see how quickly we can kill him. He has 630,000 hit points, attacks every turn for 3,900 damage. Below 75%-ish, he will, if he attacks, he will shuffle all your orbs and give you whatever orbs, and also includes bother orbs in that collection of orbs you can get from that shuffle. And below 50%, he will attack you for 5,900 damage. Or is it 5,600 damage? He attacks for 5,555 damage and gives that really large defense boost for 3 turns. But if you have Golden Pound Usopp, he does none of those things. Don't have to worry at all. He doesn't do anything below 20%. Makes that a piece of cake. We'll give my own Kyros a matching orb here. Thank you very much. And it should take him out, no problem. So yeah, as long as you use that Golden Pound Usopp, don't let him use his bad things for 4 whole turns. And it's an easy kill. Guys, that is the entire World Pirates Island. Plenty of teams that work well for this. All you have to do is have a crew cost less than 180. If you can use a Kyros friend, highly recommend it, because he is the ideal captain for this island. Everyone gets their attacks boosted by 50%. And you can use whatever characters you want. Any characters at all. Golden Pound Usopp is also very, very good. But how good are the characters, right? So remember on Japan, if you want to look for what drops, you can click on that little orange button right there. It tells you what characters drop. You can see what skill books drop. 6-star Saint Roland skill book, that's worthless. But hey, I mean, it drops whatever if you want it. Koala, Don Chinjiao, this is Funk Brothers, not Abdullah and Jeet. But we do have Abdullah and Jeet too. We have both of them. And Secret Hancock. And Red Rob Lucci books. The actual characters themselves, let's sort by get date. We have, let's start with the secret stage. Secret Hancock, looking good. And her special animation is primo special animation. Her captain ability is, if you hit 3 perfects in a row, boost your attack by 2.5 times. Basically a weak version of Gear 3 captain. You could use it if you want, but not the best captain ability. It's certainly usable, but not the greatest. Her special ability, however, is pretty decent. She will lock all your orbs for 1 turn, and if your hit points are low, that is probably below 30%, she will change her orb and your captain's orb into matching orbs. So she gives you 2 matching orbs and locks orbs for 1 turn. So that's pretty good. And she works on, and she's a shooter. So she works on a shooter team, giving you all matching orbs if you want to replace her for Stronghold Frankie and to use 6-star Marco as your orb booster or something like that. Then we have Sebastian, who is basically a bad character. Sebastian's not very good at all. His captain ability is, if you are low health, so probably below 50%, you'll boost the attack of powerhouse characters by 2 times. And his special ability reduces damage taken by 50% for 1 turn. So there's characters that reduce damage by much more and for longer turns. And his captain ability is not great either. Sebastian is pretty bad. Knighton, her special ability is pretty useful. Recovers from lock or bind and paralysis for 2 turns. So removes 2 turns of paralysis and bind. And does 10 times her attack in side damage to 1 enemy. Her captain ability, not good. It's 1.5 times attack and recovery to Cerebral characters. So a decent special right there, especially the bind and paralysis removal. And finally, the boss, Gyram. His captain ability is like raid boss Ivankov. As long as you hit goods for a... what word is it? Come on. So keep going. It's blue, yellow, green. So if you hit blue, yellow, green with at least goods, then he'll boost your attacks after that by 2.5 times. So it's just like Raid Boss Ivankov. It's not really a good captain ability. His special ability is pretty cool. He will deal 5 hits of 2,000 fixed damage, and he will reduce incoming damage that is over 5,000 by 80%. So it's not the biggest, reduction around. There are better ones. So just reducing by 80%, like Alvida, is much better. Only really useful for characters that have lots of health or a hit that's going to be really, really big, but then also not enough to kill you. So characters like Inazuma is just a much better defense reduction. That 80% over 50,000 is kind of small. And the 5 hits of 2,000 damage is cool, and there might be a point that we can use it, but it's not enough to kill a Princess Turtle, and it's not really reliable. Like, it's not 5,000 damage, or it's not 2,000 damage to all characters. It's 2,000 damage randomly to 5 units. So we'll see if he actually gets used, but it's going to be a little hard to use him. By far, best characters: Hancock, because she's beautiful and might see play on shooter teams, and Nighton, who's got a pretty useful special. My name's been Zeenigami, guys. Good luck with the island. There will be more teams right after this, and y'all stay beautiful.